Well, Brother Chris,
Brother Justin?
The Rings of Power comes out in September. It is Amazon's their some might say fan fiction based on the legendarium of J.R.R. Tolkien. We have watched what is, I think, that Amazon would consider to be their like official trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They had one that came out earlier in the year, and I had very, very deep concerns after seeing that one, and they've released their second one, which I think is a better trailer overall than their first one.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that Amazon wants us to see this as like, this is the official trailer for the show. And I just wanted to know what you thought about it.
I do think it's much better than the original just little
Trailer.
blurb.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things. I'm assuming it's kind of connected to the Silmarillion, which, if you don't know, that's like the prehistory, the
Before
biblical
Lord of the
story
Rings.
of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, before Lord of the Rings.
And I just hope they do it right.
Thousands of years. Yeah.
They have the image of the two trees. They have maybe Fangorodrim or whatever that is with the red and the
I'm pretty sure
fire
that's
and everything.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, so many of the stuff is so nowhere to be found in the books. And so I'm still, I'll give it a little, I'll watch it. And we're going to talk about that right before we end. But I will give it a watch. I'm still not really expecting a lot, I have to admit. I wish it would be good because I love The Lord of the Rings. We did our review of Tolkien, and it worries me. I don't know.
Here's my thoughts. First trailer, I don't think, if that was all they left me with, there's no way you could even pay me to watch the show because it looked very cheap. I'd seen a lot of fan reactions to it where they compared it to like a cheap show from CW.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, that's how I felt. Like, this is a CW take on Tolkien, and I'm not fond of that. This trailer, they brought in like the Howard Shore music.
Yeah.
The graphics have certainly been refined since the first trailer. So in terms of how beautiful it looks, definitely looks beautiful. The cinematography looks great. It looks very, very, very cinematic in terms of how the compositions of shots are done. A lot of sweeping vistas.
Yeah.
You know, you get to see the size of the trees of Valinor, which are really great.
And I'm wondering if this story is actually not set directly there, but if those are flashback things from her life. I'm just wondering how they're going to play it off.
That's a good point. That's a good point because
all this stuff, her in the snow, the sword, her on the boat, I'm like, where's all this story coming from, And so...
So I'll tell you what worries me. What worries me, number one, is you can already tell from the trailer that they are truncating thousands of years of story into something that's more digestible for us, the viewer, which is interesting because I would think that the producers wanting to make a very long-lived show would just let it run. Like, okay, thousands of years, great. We can make up all the stuff that we want that fits within all these different major events that happen, and we don't need to truncate everything so that all these things from the Second Age happen in our show. Number two, why is Galadriel wielding a sword?
Yeah.
Xena Warrior Princess vibes, kind of.
Yeah.
That really worries me because Galadriel is a powerful feminine queen. Arwen also powerful princess because of her femininity, and it's like that power. It's so powerful because it's through that femininity that they can bring men to be great heroes. I'm worried that they're just going to make Galadriel in this and other female elves into swashbuckling, basically men.
Yeah.
Yeah. That worries me. Another thing, they have like diversity kind of thrown into this in a way that I think isn't what Tolkien intended. And what they could have easily done was brought the diversity of Tolkien's Legendarium into this by focusing on the Easterlings and the Southrons
and all the other different people. Yeah,
and they didn't do that. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, and you know what? I'll just say, last thing. If that's Elendil saying that we need to leave the past behind us and stuff.
The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
And for any Tolkien nerds out there, that you know what I'm talking about. Elendil should not be the character saying, like, we need to ditch the past and, like, move on and be progressive or whatever. That's it's going to bother me. But
And so the actual show is September 2nd
is when it releases.
And we plan to do a live cast?
No, I think we're going to do a watch party.
Okay.
And then we'll post our reaction to it.
And we can all be assigned a character. When they're on the screen, we drink. Maybe not.
Every time Galadriel wields a sword. Yeah.
So stay tuned. September 2nd.
We'll see.
We'll have something to talk about.
We'll see. Pax et bonum.
Pax et bonum. So if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe and see more videos like this.